is the Down to Earth Network, a.k.a. today is Blue Motherfucker Monday. I'm your host Thursdays, and my boy Toronto's in the background, always here holding me down. Now, this is something brand new for y'all who don't know about the Blue Motherfucker Monday energy. You can find my show specifically on all platforms under the Down to Earth Podcast Network or the Down to Earth Network. We're also on Kick. So this is being said for those who don't know. But yeah, this is what's up, man. Yeah, this is what's up. We in this. So I'm more of on a local energy, world vibe type of ish. I'm very, very, very community oriented. So I don't look at my community and think negative when it comes to my community. I look at my community and always think positive, 100% positive. Like without a doubt, that's just the way I flex. So people out there, you may or may not know me as a person of fame. You may not know me as a person as a business. You may know me as a person from these streets, all over these streets, and at some of these party events and in the back streets, and it's cool too. So that's why I try to keep everything like sensible for the garbage man, sensible for the plumber, sensible for the roofer. You know what I mean? Sensible for the fireman. You get it? I'm not in the eye of lawyering and judges and all that other shit. I believe that's its own system built off of some shit. But since my biggest issue is always leadership, and there's a lot of people who like to claim like they're leaders. They may even hold positions of power and act like they're leaders. But you see, a leader will never give up his people's things based on his own paycheck. He may take a hit. And a great man like Dame Dash said, bosses take losses. And there's a reason why bosses take losses, because if you own it, you're not in debt. Nobody can tell you shit. It's all about you. What I feel like is a lot of you people get it confused and you don't understand the process of owning your own shit. Like I bring up Dame because Dame has his own network, American New. For those who don't know, go check it out. And then guys like 50 who's running his own studio, doing his own things, but still integrating with the system. You see what I'm saying? And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Get your bag, homie. I'm just saying, from a guy who's looking at it from the standpoint for the kid who's 13 looking to be an actor, for the kid who's 9 years old that wants to sing and be like whoever the best singer is on the top 40 records are. You get me? I want a different era. I want a super different era. I want us to take what we already know and grow it. For instance, there's a lot of Canadians that are not farmers anymore, but you have farmers in your life. The farmers should be considered like doctors. This is what I think. You can disagree with me if you want. Feel free to get in the comments, and whatever platform that you're on, when you get onto the comments, please make sure you spell my Thursday with a Z and that S gets replaced with a $sign. Don't play around with me, all right? You don't want that type of smoke. So if you're gonna insult me correctly. Call me whatever you want. A lot of y'all folks may notice my little banter about KC there, or CK I should call him. But that's just my opinion. I stand on my 10 toes for my opinion. Don't get it twisted. I believe even if you're spitting hate rhetoric, there's a space for it. I do believe that. I don't believe that every conversation has to be one-sided, and I definitely don't believe we have to agree on everything. Please understand me when I say this. I don't expect any of y'all to agree with me, because who am I? I'm not no big platinum YouTuber. I'm not no big streamer. I'm not no Aiden Ross and Sky Sinat, none of these guys. I'm just a local dude from Toronto. All right. And I have an opinion of Toronto since 2003 blackout time till 2015 to 2017, when I started to see our healthcare go down the drain. 2021, when I figured that our government don't care about human life and they're all about the industrial industry. So robots are more important than humans. And that's just basically what that means when I say the industrial industry. Because economics right now in 2025 going into 2026 makes no sense. It makes no sense. You got to wonder why a country that has Hollywood there, get me, and has the most beautiful fucking beaches, has the most beautiful scenery in the world, has people drowning in North Carolina, drowning in Texas, and got hurricanes and flash floods and all sorts of crazy shit happening. But instead of coming together, the country's getting to the point where they're looking at each other as, and I'm leaving tomorrow and I'm leaving next year. If it gets any worse in the next couple of days, I'm out of here. And there's no apocalypse. There's no jab. So it has me wondering, all right, if they're an American, they're making above the poverty line. They're way above the poverty line. They're pretty much in Canada rich. They're still leaving. And I don't know if they're leaving because they're educating themselves or they're leaving because they just don't want to get caught up in some shit. I'm not sure. And I don't care to ask any questions. I'm more on the tip of, I see you leaving. And if you do stop in Canada to give me some 411, some information, then that'd be great. If not, then, safe journeys. That's what's up. I don't even say bye to people no more. I just say safe journey. Real shit. I'm done. I'm old. I'm 45 going on 46. I ain't got no time to think of shit like, yeah, bye. And then boom, you're dead 10 minutes later. I'd rather say safe journey. And if you die, Jah took you. That's it. Simple as that. I don't want to complicate shit. Shit's getting going left for people a long, long time. A lot of people don't seem to understand this. If we don't change our shit, our government's going to walk all over us. So think about it this way. Canadian Tire that used to be an organically Canadian brand, Canadian thing. A lot of people don't know that they're moving 90% of their human jobs to India. And Doug Ford, right, the guy who would pretty much get the blame for our Fortune 500 companies giving up actual physical jobs to another country, not even to a robot. So kudos to you. You didn't give our jobs up to robots. Yay. But you sold our jobs to another country. Now they're blaming you, bruh. I know right now Olivia Chow will take the blunt of the blame for you based on her situation of Ontario to Toronto, Ottawa. Bullish. Yay. But at the end of the day, if you're going to make me feel good, don't make me feel good because you think you're going to hustle me over an alcoholism problem. I don't drink, homie. I'm not a drinker. Drinking is not in my vocabulary. I don't drink. So you can't hustle me with this whole energy of drinking. It just doesn't make any sense to me. What makes sense to me is if you work with the people and create new jobs, because there's too many young people right now that are going to school, paying this ridiculous amount of money for the school education and come out of school with no job but a debt. These are the things that I don't understand why we keep hiring government officials to run our country and they can't seem to get that right. That hurts me as a Canadian with any part of an education. The fact that you can read, that should hurt you. To know that your government don't give a snot about the children. You see what I'm saying? They'd rather have kids unemployed for 10 years on the system before they actually let those same kids figure out ways to become in gainful employment in their own realm and in their own field. No, you got to go and get a certificate. You got to go do this. You got to go do that. No apprenticeship programs like that. They giving it to robots. When's the last time you seen a kid with a newspaper route? Come on.
That's rare because
come on.
Because you could get the news off of the internet right now.
Exactly.
All of that.
But
when's the last time you seen a newspaper box out in the street?
That would go over the same thing as the last time you seen a payphone.
Only at like the airport, TTC, like public transportation stations and stuff like that. That's the only places you're gonna see the payphone.
Well, the payphone is up there, fam. Like the payphone should still be around right now.
It's only around at those certain places. I only tend to notice. On certain blocks, you might find a public payphone. Maybe.
Yeah. So again, you can't take the battery out of your phone. You got a nuclear device at the side of your head 24/7. Fuck you people who are on earpieces. You guys are fucked too anyways, because then wherever the fuck it is on your body, it's giving you cancer. So some of y'all keep it by your balls and your punani. Some keep it by your breasts. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm at this point in my life where I'm looking at people like, are you fucking nuts? The reality of the situation is, how much time do you give someone to lie to you till you split their fucking head to the melon? How many times? Is it when they kill off your grandparents? Is it when they assault your daughters? Is it when they accuse your sons of doing something your sons have nothing to do with? When is it too much? Because I see that you guys like to get these kind of political groups together, and you guys all say you have some important reason to fight for. But again, I've been watching people consider Canadians North Americans, not Canadians. So when did we lose our identity, Canadian people? That's all I'm saying. Because our leaders are telling us they're going to make these American companies suffer for going against us and giving us these tariffs. Why don't you help your people, Mr. Governor? Think about that. Mr. Politician, how about you help your people? How about you think about it from the standpoint of the apple falling from the apple tree? Figure out if you're the seed, the apple, or the fucking tree. How about you did that, Mr. Governor? Because in my world, these things can't go on. We have to learn the truth, man. The truth has to come out. The truth has to come out, folks. Like, if we keep pretending like the truth doesn't exist, people like these run our country and they keep us in the dark purposely. Not because they know better, because they assume that we want to be sheep is the word. I think it's sheep. I think sheep is the word. Yeah, I think sheep's the word right now. I'm sorry, folks, for the technical difficulties. I just got to double check just in case there's some ish, because I don't want y'all to feedback. Okay, there we go. We're good. All right, folks, please forgive me for the little mistake. Let me start this all over again. Because, I'm old.
In the second Matrix, the architect tells Neo,
bro, this is the greatest.
In the second
This is not what was supposed to happen right now. This is how you know they do not like me. Toronto, they are watching me. Okay? Let's be official. They're watching me. They don't like me. They even muted my shit on top of it. Like come on, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. I didn't even call the man's name yet, but I'm going to start calling his name right now because this is ridiculous. Like, why you muting me, bro? Why you muting me, bro? You're the one on TV. You're on TV. The LCBO shelves. When the last person walks up through that door, we're going to make sure LCBO is off the brands because we need to stick together.
It gets better. Watch this. So Crown Royal had to close a plant. It's all still made in Canada. This is simply a bottling plant. And it was expected because global whiskey sales is declining. This was Doug Ford's first response. The video you just saw is the second one. Do you see his strategy? His strategy is to target an American brand despite it being made in Canada. On the other hand, like Canadian Tire, who mass fired hundreds of people for pre-recorded live stream, had a substantial amount of jobs shipped off to India. And I just heard from one of my many sources at Canadian Tire, they are currently borderline what they allege to be interrogating employees to find out how I got a copy of their presentation that showed the fact that this was going to Accenture and they had to work in Indian Standard Time, IST, because those jobs in that training as part of their True North initiative was being shipped to India. Canadian Tire will never find the source, no matter how hard they try. But where is Doug Ford there when he wants to talk about protecting Canadian jobs? Because there's significantly more people being laid off in IT by billion-dollar corporations, and for context, Canadian Tire has a revenue of $16 billion. So why isn't he speaking out against protecting Canadian jobs? It's all for show. I think Doug Ford needs to speak on this. He needs to address it head on. If he truly wants to protect Canadian jobs, and he is in fact a conservative, he would do exactly what Donald Trump is looking to propose. Remove any sort of funding or implement some sort of a tax for companies that send their jobs overseas when they are a billion-dollar company especially when they're doing nearly $500 million worth of share buybacks.
Okay, people, don't get it twisted. You know what a share buyback is? For anybody who gets employed, look at the fine print and see that you can take your pension and buy back shares into the same company that you're working for. So even if you get fired or they let you go for whatever fucking reason, you have actual shares in the company, so you still get money. That's what he's talking about. So what he's trying to show y'all is that, hey, Donald Trump does have one point. If you're a $1 billion company that makes over $15 million, you should be taxed if you definitely bring jobs to overseas, without a doubt. I believe you should be taxed extremely, if anything, now, because, hey, at the end of the day, you're fucking up the unemployment. You're making more, like 500,000 people. That's 500,000 people fired. IT, let go. For what? For what? So your job can get moved to another country. And you wonder why people are leaving America. Why us Canadians are losing our identity. So since us Canadians are losing our identity, I'm not going to fall back to nothing more than my Nijis, right? Because my Nijis always figure out ways to work in these weird ass predicaments that we be put in. Like, think about it. We survived slavery based off of what we taught these people. It's crazy. If we never taught them, they would have never got us.
They always knew we
You
were
know what I mean?
talented. Even when we had nothing, we had
You know what I'm
rhythm.
saying?
Even
We had
when we
rhythm.
were chained, we still danced. They studied that and they turned it into a trap. Du Bois gave them the blueprint, the talented tent, the top 10%, the black elite.
The
They
Jubilee,
filled it with our
Jubilee,
singers,
whatever
our
it's called.
dancers, our rappers,
Yeah.
our actors, our preachers,
Yeah.
our politicians, our influencers.
You hear what they're
They
going
gave
for?
them deals,
Malcolm X
endorsements,
said this
billboards,
years ago.
magazine covers, mansions with glass ceilings and golden gates. They called it success, but it was a cage.
I
The
believe so
prettiest
too.
cage ever built. You
Greatest.
sign the contracts, you take the photos, you smile with your other trap friends on the red carpet. You stay quiet while the people suffer. You nod and wave, but your soul knows.
Your soul
You were chosen
burn.
to entertain, not to liberate. Because
Not to
one
liberate.
wrong move, one
Entertain.
tweet, one protest, one truth, and you're no longer chosen. So you stay silent. They bought your voice with gold. They dressed your silence in diamonds. They told you you made it. But what you really did
It's Kevin
was
Hart.
trade your freedom for fame. This is the prettiest cage they ever
Closest
built
thing
to
to the
stop
house,
liberation.
nigga.
After
Hell
slavery,
yeah.
the white elite
Hell
realized something
yeah.
dangerous.
I don't even want to have to go any further to that, folks. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying, Canadian people. Like, there are Nijis amongst us, okay? And we're in an era where they're wiping out farmland to build robots, bigger batteries. Think about that a little bit. They're going to get rid of food, okay? To build a bigger battery for a computer, to give you faster internet, supposedly, to give you better connectivity, okay? Like, our politicians are not helping our people. That is just a fact. They are allowing human beings to torture other human beings and call it medicine or the medical practice or whatever the hell. It's not. It's like, bruv, if you survived 2019, 2018, 2017, if you survived, and I'm talking to everybody who caught a fucking deadly cold those 3 years specifically before COVID came along. You people who survived that, are you now going to tell me in 2026 that you feel comfortable enough with somebody to tell you what to take into your body who's not going to the same grocery store as you, that is not taking the same subway transportation as you, is not serving the community and public like you? Are you going to do this again? Because to me, this comes down to, oh, you can't go to the gym without your chip. You can't go to the bathroom without your chip. You can't buy any food without your chip.
Worse yet. Worse yet. Yeah, all of that's bad. But you know what? I'm worried about the evolution of it.
Oh my
No,
goodness,
the
I'm scared of
evolution
that
of
part.
it is the more scary part. They want the control of everything, right?
Oh hell
Crime
yeah,
and everything, right?
hell yeah.
So that means the smallest little crimes are gonna become big crimes.
Oh, preach,
because because
brother.
if they're trying to get the big crimes through
Preach,
the
brother.
system by having control, what does that mean for the small crimes then? Because that means the big crimes, there'll be less crime activity. So that means less law enforcement, less lawyers,
Yeah.
less judges.
Yeah.
And you think they want that, all of them out of a job?
They don't care about jobs, man.
No,
The jobs
no,
is-
you
a
don't.
job-
You're not hearing
A
me
job
here.
is just an
Remember-
illusion because it's
Remember
all
this.
slavery in the
Remember,
end.
man. Remember, some people love their cinchy job. Some people love.
Man,
No, wait. Let me finish. Some people love the pleasure of other people's misery.
there
That's
you
why
go.
they become
There you go.
prosecutors.
Okay, see right there.
Okay. So you're telling me.
listen.
You're telling
I
me.
team agree with
So
you with
wait a
that.
minute, you're telling me
No,
if there's
I
less
team agree with you.
prosecutors, so you're telling me in this system later on it evolves, there's going to be less prosecutors because there's going to be less crime. You follow me here now?
I overstand you.
So now it's like you're sabotaging yourself with this. You get me?
I
So
get
like,
that part.
how are the system is going to benefit if they're going to sabotage their own system by making less jobs for them?
Because the system was never built to be an equal thing. The system was built to make sure there's a class of people that's always under a middle class people that don't know that they're the slaves. They are the house Nietzsche. They are the cracker in the barrel. They are the problem, that middle class. And here's my problem. Instead of us getting together and figuring out something good, we, the people, collectively are not going to care when these middle class people get wiped out by the people who suffer from these rich people who control these fucking police and authorities. You see what I'm saying? The system doesn't work. The fact that we're even trying to keep the system going is just it's tediously annoying to me right now. If we can make nothing and turn it into something, then there's nothing we can't accomplish. What I can't understand is we're here at this technological evolution. We're at this pinnacle state, and we're still being held by 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 20 families around the world. The whole world's being held by these 20 families, and they just won't give up the old guard, whatever that old guard is, because they don't tell nobody what the fucking rules are. So to me, I'm at this point in my life like, hey, there are people, bright, intelligent people. Big up and shout out to JulianBrown. We may have to figure out a way to keep you alive, just like Sergeant Mosley and his water foundation. You know what I'm saying? The Mosley Foundation, Mosley West Foundation, to be specific. That guy makes water from air. We got to protect him. JulianBrown makes gasoline, vehicle running motor, whatever, from plastic waste.
Yo, I said it before. This guy needs to be protected because I'm telling you, listen, or protect it or share it with certain ones he could trust.
Yeah, I
Because
like
I'm
that.
telling
Yeah,
you this
yeah.
right now.
Share the patent or something.
You're making something what's gonna piss off a lot of billionaires off.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay? And they're not gonna let that slide. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're not gonna let that slide.
Hey kiddos, don't get it twisted. When we call a billionaire, we know wealth.
Oh, no, worse
we know
yet,
what
worse
wealthy
yet, worse
people
yet.
are.
No,
Billionaires are like chump change.
Trillionaires.
Maybe a couple trillionaires.
Trillionaires.
maybe.
Because why I'm saying
It's
that
very
because
few.
they got the resources of the isle and all of them things that
Mhm.
what you are trying to
Mhm.
cut off with a new fuel.
Yeah,
And
I
they're
know.
not gonna have that.
Oh, I know.
I'm telling you this.
I get you. But like I said, we have to give them some shine.
We have no doubt.
We have to give them some shine. We have to.
It's on E. She's gonna try to start it.
So this vehicle right now is on E, and he's getting a person to start the car right now. And as you can hear right now, it's not starting.
Here we go. History in the making, baby.
He is now inserting the nozzle into the hole. No diddy.
I think that's it.
All right, we think that's it.
All right.
It's all empty, folks. All real time. It's all empty, folks. All right. This is why I love Instagram, for these live moments.
Have some faith. You got it. All right.
Yeah, you hear that? This man's been running his life on plastic fuel for like 6 years right now. None of those people around him. They're his friends. This is the shit we got to worry about. They ain't there for him. They just there for the clickbait. Real shit. So right now he's sitting on top of the car. And right now he's going across America doing his tour thing. This is one of them kids. All right. This person is revving their vehicle, they're going hard. And just like Toronto said, we need to plastic wrap this nigga. We need to plastic wrap this Niji. We need to.
You know, to see it work. I knew it was gonna work, but
Well,
I didn't know it was
obviously,
gonna work that
he
well,
knew it was gonna
that
work.
easy, that smooth. You know, when you saw that thing was on E, it would not start. We put the plastiline in there. It started. It sounded great. It did everything it was supposed to do. We knew. You know, doing this for 5 years, I always knew plastic was fuel. But to actually see it in application and do it live in front of hundreds of people, thousands of people, you know, you gotta.
This is what I'm talking about. We got to be on point with this issue right now, because he's doing something that's gonna break the bank. And right now he's young. He could have a gazillion millionaires in the next 3 years. He can do that because he has something that's unique. Or he can be selfish and just hold the idea to himself till he hears a number that he's like, yeah, I'm comfortable with that. And I don't know Toronto, man. I feel like a lot of our Nijis get to a number that they're just comfortable. When they hear it, they're just comfortable, and that's it. They don't care. Like, you know, I don't want. What's your number? Put it in the comments, people. What's your number? What number makes you feel like it's no problem? You'll turn your back on the planet. All right. That's exactly what I'm going to phrase it as.
Turn your back on the planet.
Turn your back on the planet.
What are you going to spend on if there's no planet?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Have no clue.
That don't make no sense.
I have no clue. Because I mean, like, damn, man, you're going to tell me, oh, yeah, here's all this money, but you got to turn away from everything. If you have kids, you got to turn away from your children. If you don't have children, like, that's man, that's, I don't know if I can really, I don't know if I can kick it with that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to say, yo, to the future kids out there in the world, like, do not hinder your dreams and ideas for anything. Okay? Don't do that. Don't let the media and your older kin and your older siblings dictate what you feel in your heart makes you fucking happy. Your happiness is yours. It's yours. It can be precious. It can be like you could share it with the world. So to me, I look at it like anybody who draws pictures, anybody who break dances, to ballerina shit, to people who are like scholars, to spoken word, to rock and roll. Okay, folks? I'm one of those people. I'm not looking at it from the high-end standard, even though I may understand the rules. And I'm not caring to be like everybody else who's taking it in from the general public's standpoint. I am an enigma wrapped up in a puzzle that's stuck in an equation that is an oxymoron to all you catch-22s out there. Every one of y'all. Love me or hate me, I don't business. The fact is, I'd rather people know the truth. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather people be able to say, yeah, let's make it a better year or a better millennium or a better century. I don't know, because the Crusades scared me as a kid. Once I had kids, it became the top tier of, oh my God, you are a monster. That's what that did. So all you new people who popped up in the last 50 years, last 60 years, who are pushing buttons, trying to act like you intimidate people, you know where you stand in my Blue Motherfucking Monday standpoint. From Toronto standpoint, they used to call it the Screwface Capital. I'm trying to change the city's name, call it the Blue Motherfucking Monday, because we are our own tone out here. You see what I'm saying? Kudos to like everybody who in the community is standing up and talking about the missing boys I'm happy that's still popping up there. I'm grateful for Mr. Abraham Traheem surviving his 45th or 47th attempt on his life this year before January. Like, that's crazy. Why are they trying to get rid of that guy? Like, I don't understand. I understand why people are complaining, but they want to go to Burkina Faso, but the man doesn't want to open up the country. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you guys are dumb. Let the man not open up his country. Let him handle his country. When his country was in the hole, $4 billion? $4 billion in the hole. Where were you guys? Where were all you guys? Why didn't you guys pop up talking about I'm moving to Burkina Faso? You see what I'm saying? Where are you guys? I know where you guys were. You were at your desk looking at your boss, complaining about how his tie can pay for your rent, your car, and your groceries. You were sitting there talking about how you know all his little dirty secrets. And you don't know how to make a move. So since you play checkers, and we over here at D2E, we playing fucking chess, I don't need to tell you what you are because I would just be spoiling the fun. I'll leave it for the comments. What type of person would you call that person on the chessboard, folks? Would you say a rook?
What? Say it one more time before I play chess. So
All right. Listen, the problem with the world, Toronto, is there's a bunch of people, right, who could sit there and tell the dirty secrets of the big top guys, you know, the guys that have all the sway in the world, the guys who, sorry, not even sway. Let me be real. The shakers of the world. All right. Because every shaker has an assistant. All right. No matter if they're bad or good. Let's just be real. They have an assistant. Their assistant and that assistant's assistants know everything. Everything. All the dirty little secrets. All right. They're the puffies of their lives. Now, those people don't step up when it's time to step up. We have acknowledged this because they're the ones that will tell us, Toronto, that there is a gray lining, a silver lining around that gray cloud or some shit like that. You know what I mean? They'll tell you to turn the other cheek. They'll tell you that what you're thinking is not right, but it's not wrong either. So my question comes down to, the middleman, a.k.a. the guy who's not in the field neither. The middleman. When trouble comes, push comes to shove, do you think the middleman is looking out for anybody else but himself? Huh? Toronto? I think the middleman's looking out for himself.
the middleman,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, man, 100%.
No, I'm just getting some information here.
No worries.
It's the network is more busier than ever, man, and
that's good. Season 10. Come on, like what the hell? Salute to
seems
surviving.
like a lot is happening this October 25th.
Okay.
I just got news that we are invited to.
Here we go. Thank you for the invite.
To the what do you call it here? Hold up a second.
Is it a costume party? Halloween party?
No, I was invited to that. No, this
this
is that big thing there. What's been promoting for the last
okay.
Players Ball Awards.
Okay.
We're invited to the Players Balls Awards.
Hey, let's go.
So we got that, and we have a writers session. So we'll probably hit the writers session first for an hour or two and get the footage and everything.
Yeah.
And then after we'll make our way to the Players Ball.
Hey, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So we
live and direct, folks.
We got a lot of footage for that day, so we have to try to get the whole
work.
D2 family on deck.
Work.
Might need 2 cameramen them for this one too. So full force for this one.
Team's up.
Okay, so yeah.
Up and it's stuck.
Definitely. So yeah. As usual, we're the biggest, hottest podcast there is because we actually go to events. We don't stay in the studio.
No, we don't stay in the studio.
Okay, we outside.
We outside.
You don't know. We outside.
Shout out to Charmaine.
Zin?
Yeah, shout out to Charmaine.
So I'm gonna say shout out to all the nominees for the for the players ball.
Yeah, shout out to
right
all the
now,
nominees.
I just
Yes.
getting this right now. Let me read this right now. The queen of the game.
Okay.
Here's the nominees of queen of the game. They got the guys too.
Okay. So there's
That-
there's
got
a
the
whole heap of
nominees.
stuff popping off right now. So Queen of the Game. We got TDG. We got Double M. We got Charmaine. Ooh, Paris
on.
Richards. We have the real Quiche. We got Tora Lord. We got Tay Banks. We have Having a Mighty.
Yep.
We got Keisha Fresh. We got
Yep.
Rax in the building and
Yep.
Goldie London to round it out for the females.
Damn right. And it's a whole
Damn.
heap of nominees for that one there.
Damn.
You don't know. So, yo, it's going to be a real show.
The queen of the game, eh? Okay, that's
the nominees for that one there.
Yeah, that's pretty sick with it. That's dope.
I think the players ball, I don't know exactly where it is. We'll be getting that info later on. It's somewhere downtown. It is October 25th. You don't know. The players ball, the first annual one.
I don't want to be a player. No.
All right. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting. You know what I mean? Definitely. So look out. It's a hot October.
October always seems to be one of those for the community. We come out in October. So let me ask a question.
What's that?
Let me ask a question. When you were a kid, were you amped up for Halloween, or were you one of those kids that was like, I'm just outside?
Amped up for Halloween because we got free candy and shit. What are you talking about?
Okay,
man?
so
free candy.
So you're about your sweet tooth.
Oh boy!
Right,
Lord of mercy! That's another story, bro. I gone through too many surgeries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that should tell you a lot.
We'll just leave it alone.
It
alone. So yeah, me as a kid, I didn't start enjoying Halloween till I started taking my sibs out. I ain't going front. I got so many fucking ridiculous stories, but yeah.
And then after you get a little older.
Yeah.
Right? And then after you're like, yo, what the fuck? You seen some of these older kids from before what they're doing? And you're like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna do what the hell they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't have to work for this shit. Yeah. Give me your candy, man. Before it box you up and everything, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't miss those fights at all.
You know what I mean? And they had to give it up.
I didn't miss those fights.
They had to give it up.
I do not miss
give it up.
Those
they
fights
gave it
at
up.
all. I don't miss those fights at all. I got smart enough to start going to the bougie communities from my hood.
Where do you think we
family.
went? They gave it up willingly.
Real shit. And if I wasn't in a bougie neighborhood going through getting my candy, then yeah, man, kids ain't coming to the doors in the hood like that. Like the hood rolled together, so it'd be a good old hood blocko party via someone's backyard or someone busting some music from their car or something. Region was lit in its own little quiet way. Like, I
could bet.
You know what I mean? It's just lit in its own little quiet way. That's what you kids call it, right? Lit, right? It's lit. I don't know what lit means. I'm just throwing it out there, trying to put it in a sentence. I don't know what it means. You young people could tell me in the comments what the hell it means. I don't know what it means. Boy. Shout out to Amp TV. Shout out to fucking Gutsy. Shout out to fucking GTV. Shout out to the We Love Hip Hop. Shout out to these other podcasters out there, Steady Mob and all these guys out there.
Man, love everywhere, bro.
All you podcasters, because
love, man.
I'm only doing it now because you're not going to hear me do it again for a while, because we ended up starting another show, DJ Special Edition. All right, this is the new show, man. DJ Special Edition. We don't even have it scheduled like that, because DJs are finicky things. You know what I mean? Finical people. Like, they work. They're difficult. But we started it for you DJs. Give you DJs some shine and some real love, and get you guys to explain your stories. So feel free to link us, man. We're putting out some effort out in this one here. You know what I'm saying? We got our first one down. You know what I mean? Shout out to our brand new correspondent, Hip Hop Festival TO, a.k.a. Ness in the building, one of our new hosts. So D2, we hot this year. We hot this year. We're giving chances to y'all DJs to get some shine. You know what I mean? Like real shit. Some of y'all DJs got some backstories that people want to know. Some of y'all DJs know some stories about what's popping with some of these artists out there. Like real deep. Hey, Toronto.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
What's that?
Do you believe it's good for an artist to be known by their city, or at least known by their area? Do you feel like it's good?
Well, it would be, because it'd be embarrassing if they're out in another country or another city, and they be asking how's home and all that. Do they know you and all that? And they ask somebody from home about home. They're like, who? Wouldn't that be embarrassing?
You know, 20 years ago, I would say no. It wouldn't be embarrassing. I'd be honored to be asked about. And yeah, if my city failed me, it failed me.
Yeah, it failed you.
Yeah,
but it's embarrassing
but
to know the
now-
fact that
But
you're left
now,
and you're hot, and they don't know nothing about you until you left. You know, that shows you how much love is in your city, and you don't get no love until you leave.
well, even if you leave, man, you still don't get no love. Like look at Bare Naked Ladies. If it wasn't for Speaker's Corner, there would not be a Bare Naked Ladies right now. Let's not get it twisted. And those guys were performing a good 2-3 years before that. So, like, to me, I don't know where Toronto is going to get back its light, because we used to have an electric circus. We used to have a rap city. We used to have a culture based off people of the culture. Now we got a bunch of people who bought into the culture, feel like because they're paying for it, they have say for it, and it's going to go their way because they say it's going to go their way. They don't really ever put in no fucking footwork. Like glorified fucking middlemen. You guys need to figure out where your alliances is, because I could tell you right now, if I'm hungry and my belly's hungry and you happen to be on the other side of the fence with the person holding the food, just because you handed me the food does not make you safe. Because in reality, the middleman's a glorified messenger, a.k.a. our modern day promoters and A&R people, right? So technically, to play devil's advocate to you, Toronto, 20 years ago, you would have had, if that question came up, yo, you're hot right now. How's your city think of you? I would be more worried about my crew's opinion of me, more so than my city. I get love in my city. But I wouldn't want my crew to be like, yeah, this nigga been touring for like 15 motherfucking months. He's gotten enough money right now to put us all on. And you know what he's been doing? Scratching his balls and getting pokey. And you want to tell me that he's selling out concerts? Yeah, man. So you got an A&R person to make sure that when they do snoop around and they do pop up a camera, there is somebody there to be like, yeah, I like this music. Or, yep, that guy's dope. They should be playing him on the radio. You see what I'm saying? But you can't get that with no real A&R, because everybody's a promoter right now and nobody has any shot party. Like people are struggling to put parties together. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to Canada? Like, where we used to be able to hear music from every household. Like, it's nuts to me right now, where it's like everybody just wants to lock up with themselves in a corner. Almost like how you see, what were we complaining about a few years back? Like these kids that be on the bus and they got their headphones in and they in their phones, they ain't even talking to each other.
Antisocial.
That is not antisocial, man. It's you being bored and not accepting that you could tell the person beside you that, hey, you're boring me right now. That's all it is. That's all it is. Because these two particular people could be in class with each other 24 hours a day. They could be at after school program with each other. They could be at fucking whatever fucking 9-to-5 part-time job that they have. But at not one given point, the other one or any one of them would turn to each other and be like, you're boring, man. Let's do something else. It is what it is. Our world's backwards right now from my point of view. Like, I miss the era where, yeah, you walk down the block and then you see down the block everybody's bike or skateboard and roller skates are outside someone's porch. You know, everybody's there. What's up? What's popping? You know what I mean? You get it in. Or you going past the playground, and just before you get to the playground, you see everybody's hockey sticks and fucking bicycles and skateboards and shit. And you're like, okay, this person's here, that person's here. Yeah, that person's here. You get on the playground, you know what everybody's doing already. We don't have that energy no more, man. And it's scary. Like, our kids are not going to be social whatsoever. They're going to look at each other and believe each other's carrying some sort of disease. And like, I believe racism is done. It's really a classism thing. And the words that we use right now in classism just sound racist. That's what I think. Because, like, if you ask a white person what's broke mean to them, they really want to say black. Like, real shit. And I'm at a point in my age where I'm like, I just don't care. Refer to it any way you want, as long as we acknowledge it and that we can go forward, right? If we don't acknowledge it, we can't go forward. You see what I'm saying? Kudos to all the people out there who care beyond their skin color. Kudos to you people. Stay strong. Stay safe in your journeys going forward. You know what I mean? Because you guys get it the worst. But yeah, I can't stand that two-faced stuff, man. That I smile in your face and stab you in the back shit. Like, I'm not into that. I'm not into boasting neither. That's why you don't see me really jumping on the trends and ish, right? Like, even when I got an email, remember I brought up Serena Williams recently complaining about the whole cotton thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I got an email, my business email. Okay, that's cmaentertainment@gmail.com. For those who can't spell, I'm sorry. I'm not going to spell it out for you guys. It's been like over 20 years in the business now, like public email. So I was going through the public email and I happened to come across somebody who happened to be watching the live. Thank you for watching the live, love.
Well, we're coming to a conclusion here.
Well, they basically told me they were shocked that I did not talk more about the relationship between Serena and Drake when I only brought up Serena, referring to the fact that she's part owner of the Toronto Temple. And a lot of people have not known about the Toronto Temple. And I'm trying to figure out, is this going up in the same box of Leela Ali and Miss Shields championship fight, exhibition fight, whatever? Like, women are not getting no love no more on TV and out in the world no more. Are we really rolling into 2026 like that? That's why I brought up Serena Williams, to be truthful. But the way she approached me in the email was, I'm not a gossip show. Okay? I'm just not a gossip show like that. Like, I'm just not. I'm a man who likes to rant and walk my dog. Things are slowly growing and changing. My network's getting bigger, so I ain't got no complaints for what's going forward. It is my 10th season, just like it's my two big brothers' 10th season. Also, we got a brand new show on our 10th season. Please subscribe, check it out. We even got an Instagram page for it. We're going live. DJs, we're trying to shine the spotlight. Real shit. Give y'all a spotlight this year. We're focusing on a lot of live entertainment stuff. Look out for all our events. Our correspondents forever busy. All our correspondents are forever busy. Checking and tapping with all of them. All right, that's a definite. Man, it's fucking October. It is, man. It's October. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Happy holidays to everybody. All right. No offense to my native people. They understand what I mean. Happy holidays. And Thanksgiving to, the Almighty above. Aside from that, my brother, is there anything you would like to say?
Well, hey, man, it's been beginning of fall here. You know what I mean? And things are winding down for this year here. Winter's about to come and all of that. Yeah, and D2E's just getting bigger and better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
true that.
2026, we still in the mix. So yeah, man, look out for some new content, more production.
Man. Yeah, 100%.
And yeah, more in your eye, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Definitely.
Good. But as usual, I always say thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning
all
in.
y'all Instagram people who tuned in,
You know what I mean?
I'm going to get to your questions after the fact.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry. Like I like the email, email to Shorty. I'm trying to stay live, and if you're not close enough to me for me to care about you like that, you're not important enough for me like that. Like, come on. It's just what it is, yo. I'm grateful for the email, though. I'm grateful for the email. It is what it is. Thank you. I appreciate you taking time out of your life to email me.
Don't know, but this is another episode.
A blue motherfucker Monday.
We about to go. But yo,
on the D2E
we about
network.
to end it like this.
Come on, give it to them. You know what they want to hear.
This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation, what?